The ancient city of Tianjin concealed its secrets in the labyrinth of time, where supernatural spirits whispered forgotten tales to those who could hear. My brother, a bearer of a peculiar sensitivity to the otherworldly, often found himself entwined with entities that eluded the perception of ordinary mortals. In the depths of autumn, when the shadows stretched long, and the veil between the living and the spectral grew thin, an unsettling encounter awaited my brother on his journey home from school. The path led him through the ominous intersection of Fuxing Road, a place known for its haunted past and restless spirits. As he approached the crossroads, a spectral vision materialized before him. An old man, draped in a flowing white garment, stood in the heart of the road. The eerie stillness enveloped him, and the fabric of his clothing clung to an unmoving form, untouched by the breath of the wind. Bizarrely, passing cars traversed through the ghostly figure, leaving it unscathed as if it were a mere figment of the imagination. The atmosphere bore the weight of impending darkness, the kind that seeped into the very marrow of twilight after the sun had set. The air crackled with an otherworldly energy, and my brother felt an inexplicable force beckoning him towards the spectral anomaly. Guided by an unseen compulsion, he rode towards the old man, his senses dulled by a daze that clung to his mind like a sinister mist. The road seemed to stretch endlessly, drawing him deeper into the realm of the supernatural. As he pedaled closer, the spectral figure stirred, raising its hand with an unnatural deliberateness. Suddenly, the air itself seemed to part, and the old man's hand hurtled towards my brother's face with an otherworldly force. Fear gripped his heart, but he continued riding forward, unable to break free from the spectral trance that enveloped him. The moment of impact drew near, and as the ghostly hand passed through my brother's face, a bone-chilling sound echoed through the intersection. The old man's voice, a haunting awe from a distant time, reverberated through the silence, resonating in the air like a spectral lament. It was a sound that transcended the barriers of the living and the dead, an auditory glimpse into the mysteries of the supernatural. Yet, in the midst of this surreal encounter, my brother found himself alone in the haunting symphony. The world around him remained oblivious to the paranormal ballet unfolding at Fuxing intersection. No one else heard the spectral wail, and no passerby acknowledged the ghostly drama that played out in the gathering darkness. Undeterred by the lack of response from the mundane world, my brother pressed on through the intersection, the ghostly hand lingering in the recesses of his memory. The road home seemed longer, and the shadows darker, as if the encounter had cast an indelible mark on his perception of reality. Upon reaching the safety of home, he found himself haunted not only by the spectral encounter, but also by the unanswered questions that lingered in the air. What was the old man's purpose? Why did the hand pass through him with an ethereal touch that defied the laws of the living? In the following nights, an eerie atmosphere settled over the house, as if the supernatural energies from the intersection had followed my brother home. Strange sounds echoed in the corridors, and an inexplicable chill permeated the air. Sleep became elusive as the haunting awe reverberated in the stillness of the night. Determined to unravel the mysteries that clung to him, my brother delved into the annals of Tianjin's supernatural history. Tales of restless spirits, vengeful apparitions, and ancient curses filled his research, each revelation adding a layer of complexity to the spectral encounter at Fuxing intersection. One particular legend caught his attention. The tale of a benevolent spirit who stood guard at the intersection. A guardian of the afterlife who reached across the veil to connect with the living. The spirit was said to communicate through touches that bridged the realms. A phenomenon that occurred under the darkened skies of autumn. Haunted by the lingering presence of the old man, my brother decided to revisit Fuxing intersection. The moon hung low in the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the haunted crossroads. As he stood alone in the darkness, a subtle movement caught his attention. The old man, clad in his spectral attire, materialized before him once more. The air crackled with a mixture of fear and anticipation. And the ghostly figure extended its hand, beckoning my brother towards an unseen truth. With trepidation, he approached, and the spectral hand reached out once more. This time, instead of passing through, it rested gently on my brother's shoulder. The haunting awe resonated, but this time, the air seemed to vibrate with a sense of understanding. The ghostly encounter unfolded like a forgotten chapter from the city's ancient past. A connection between the living and the spectral that transcended the boundaries of fear. Through the touch of the old man's hand, my brother glimpsed fragments of a forgotten time. A time when the supernatural and the mortal walked hand in hand. The guardian spirit conveyed messages from an era long past, sharing tales of love, loss, and unfinished business. The spectral connection became a conduit for the untold stories that lingered in the city's forgotten corners, bridging the gap between the living and the spirits who yearned to be heard. As dawn approached, the old man's spectral form gradually dissipated, leaving my brother standing alone in the quiet intersection. The air felt charged with an energy that transcended the supernatural. A connection forged between realms that defied the boundaries of time and space. Haunted yet enlightened, my brother carried the weight of the encounter with him. A testament to the enduring mysteries that lurked in the shadows of Tianjin. The ancient city, with its spectral tapestry woven through time, whispered tales of the supernatural to those who dared to listen, leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of those who walked its haunted streets.